clear my throat because I have something very important to say. It's difficult to know how to say certain things, how to broach particular topics. There are specific instances that just get caught right here. Are you woke? Are you woke? See? If I were truly woke, then I wouldn't have a problem asking you if you are woke. Are we woke? Are we woke? When you look in my eyes, what do you see? Do you see someone who's woke? Sometimes I feel like I'm just living in a dream, that I'm not woke, or that I'm dead in the eyes. I'm living in a dream, but I've forgotten how to dream. Is this non-linear warfare being conducted upon my soul? I don't even know how to dream. How can I be woke if I'm dreaming? Shit gets stuck in my throat, those kind of questions. But you know I'm equivocating with the word dreaming, right? Dreaming in the sense that I'm asleep and I'm not woke. But then there's the dreaming of aspiration, having a dream of what I could be, being woke and saying, oh, I can be so much more than what this non-linear warfare would have me be. Because that's what this non-linear warfare is really about. It's to keep me so I'm not woke. Are you woke? What is non-linear warfare? Well, first and foremost, non-linear warfare is a campaign conducted by centralized power structures to alienate the human being, to keep the human being in a perpetual state of inauthenticity, so the human being does not understand what is real. Not simply what is true and false, which is of course extremely important, but what is real, which is deeper than what is true and false. If the human being cannot experience his or her interiority as the fundamental real, capital R, E-A-L, if they are alienated from their own authenticity and simply don't know shit from shat, if they're not woke, then they ain't feeling real. What does it mean to feel real? The question doesn't even make sense in this atmosphere of non-linear warfare. I just watched a documentary issued by the Pentagon. It was really a splice, a section of the documentary, about 4 minutes long. In the year 2030, there will be 40 megacities. There are currently 25 megacities. A megacity is a city of 10 million people or more. And the Pentagon is like, what are we going to do? Because if we suppose that even 1% of a 10 million citizen megacity is a 1% of discord, of dissent, that's 100,000 people that are not lining up. The other 99% are lining up. Who is that 1%? Now we've turned the pyramid upside down. Usually we talk about the 1% of power at the top of the pyramid. But then there's a 1% of people that do not conform to centralized power structures. How do we keep them in line? How do we alienate them? How do we make them feel so displaced that they don't know what is real inside themselves, and therefore they're able to follow orders from outside? It's been said that really the greatest evil is following orders. Because when you rely upon an authority structure outside of you to tell you what to do, and you are displaced, you are dispossessed of your sense of the real, then you will simply do what authority tells you. You'll march to battle, you'll kill millions. Or you'll be part of an army that kills millions. You'll be part of an army that fights another army of people who are similarly displaced because they don't know what is real. Because they're taking truth and false information, truth and falseness, or falsity, from external authorities. They don't know what's real. They have no sense of what is true and false within themselves. And therefore, they must rely upon centralized authority outside of themselves. And they simply follow orders. And that's the great evil. Not knowing what is real. Not being woke. What does it mean to be woke in a world of nonlinear warfare? I haven't defined nonlinear warfare, but I think you know what I mean. It's the sense that it's coming at you from all directions, all day, and you don't know what to fucking do. You are utterly incapable of an original thought. You are utterly incapable of a dream. You've forgotten how to dream, and you're lost in a dream. And these two kinds of dreams are constantly at war in your mind. The dream of succumbing to external authority because your sense of reality has been displaced, your sense of real has been destroyed. And because you're at the mercy of external authority to tell you what is true and false, because you're at the mercy of external authority that's conducting nonlinear warfare on your mind, you've forgotten how to dream. You don't even know what freedom is. Did you know that in 50 years from now, in schools, which will be even more factory-like environments than they are currently, the idea of freedom will be taught as if it were a virus upon the minds of humankind? Did you know that? 50 years from now, freedom will be spun 180 degrees as the true problem of humanity. That there was a period of time, hundreds of years, maybe even a couple thousand, where freedom was the summum bonum, the pinnacle, the apex of what was great in human civilization. 50 years from now, freedom will obviously be a problem in megacities. If 1% of the population in a 10 million person megacity wants freedom, they are the basket of deplorables. They are the problem children. They're the ones that must be brought into line, or they must be exterminated, because we cannot have freedom in a city of 10 million, because those 100,000 people will not be in line with the centralized authority structures. Those 1% will remember how to dream. They will have the dream of freedom. It will start as a concept. And as they contemplate the concept in their mind, they will become the concept. And then it will trickle down and impregnate their entire body with meaning. What is freedom? Now, they will be the targets of people who believe that freedom is a problem. Freedom is what's caused all the chaos in history. when really it's people who are obedient, blindly obedient to centralized authority. Those are the individuals who cause the problem. Because they're not thinking for themselves. They rely upon truth and falsity from the external authorities. Their sense of real has been displaced. And they ain't woke. They're not woke. Are you woke? What does it mean to be woke? To be woke, first and foremost, means you have a sense of how you're not free. That's what it means. How am I not free? To be woke is to really contemplate, how am I not free? Primarily, freedom is an issue of interior consideration. How am I not free in here? Because you can be free in here irrespective of external circumstances. You can be in solitary confinement in a prison and be free in here. You will know that you're not free with respect to physical movement because you are in solitary confinement. But you will be woke. Now, what is ultimate freedom inside? Well, I certainly have my notions, but I'm not going to delimit your inquiry. I'll tell you what they are for me. And maybe if you like them, you can use them. To be woke, to be free here, means to have a seamless relationship with the source. And for those who are very particular about semantics, you'll already see that seamless and relationship is a problem. Semantically speaking, if you're having a relationship, it's not necessarily seamless. There's a seam somewhere between two different things. So I'll refine my own statement and say freedom, to be woke, capital W, is to realize one's identity as the source, as capital E energy itself, the very energy that is this cosmos. You are that. I am that. That is woke. And to sit there and be that all day, into dreaming, into the dreamless, through all states of consciousness. But that's not enough, right? You got to realize everything that arises is the same. And then you go into the political as well. And you realize all of this is the source. All of this is the cosmos. Even Donald Trump, even Hillary Clinton. All these fucking tyrannical regimes that pose as nation states. It's all the source. But so is your aversion to the insanity. That's the source too. Yeah, there's nothing that's not the source. So what do you do? Right? What do you do? You're woke on the inside, now you try to woke the outside. The inside-outside distinction even dissolves because it's all source. For me, I want a situation where no human being controls another human being, or no human being harms another human being. Are you woke? Have you forgotten how to dream? When you look in your eyes in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see a free human being? Are you just getting through your day on your way to the grave? What does it mean to be free? Do you interact with free human beings, when you look in their eyes, do you see freedom? Are they caught in a dream? Have they forgotten how to dream? Are you woke? Or are you lost 50 years from now, sitting at a desk in a factory school, listening to the teacher who's telling you that human beings once believed in freedom, but now it's a disease, it's a virus that is a contagion in the mind of the basket of deplorables, the 1%, the bottom dregs of society, the 100,000 that are out of line and must be brought into conformity by following orders? Do you succumb to the nonlinear warfare where you have no idea what is true and false because you don't even know what is real inside you? How could you know what is true and false outside when you're not even intimate with what is real? What is real? Will you spend the rest of your life just believing what is true and false because it's been told to you? Will you examine for yourself what is real? And where will you begin? Look in the mirror. Use your eyes to look into your eyes. Tell me if what you see is real when you look in your eyes with your eyes. Tell me if you can find that reality inside yourself that is the real. Are you woke?